Well, as Big Daddy would say, happy National Barn Day, everybody. What's going on, everybody? Sick DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to new mods for Farming Simulator 19. Today I've got 20 mods for you. For all platforms, we've got 9 new and 4 updates. For console only, I've got 1 new map. And for PC only, we've got 4 new and 2 updates. Let's check it out. First up today, we've got a mirror image of Ravenport. You can see fields, what was that, 9, 10, and 11, and 12, something like that, plus the grain. I'm kidding. This is the 3-point tank with water and milk. Homemade water and milk transporting tool with a 3-point hitch, 2,000 liter capacity. This is going to be found in animals and has a price of $1,500. Again, capacity 2,000 liters on here, no customization options, so what you see is what you get. Next up, we have the Brantner E 8041. I believe this is the trailer that was kind of the base game trailer for Farming Simulator 17, and if it was, oh, I'm getting some nostalgic feels to it. Can't change up the color, but nonetheless, really neat tractor or trailer, and you can hook them together. We do have trailer hitches in the back, so you can hook about, I don't know, 100, 200 of these guys together anywhere before your game crashes. Let's check it out. Where are you going to find this? Of course, it's going to be found in tools, going to be found in trailers. And here it is for $10,000, 8,500 liter capacity. It is a bulk trailer, so it holds pretty much everything, and there's no customization. So again, what you see is what you get. Up next, we have barn. This is a barn for straw, grain, or vehicles, whatever you want to put in here. Price is $35,000. No customization, of course, because it is a placeable object, and it's going to be found in placeables and in objects. Upkeep, $15 a day. It is seasons ready, so do keep that in mind as well. And we've got some really, really cool areas inside. First up, let's go over here and let's cut the lights on. So we've got some lights. Now, in here, this is a little bit cramped, I would say. You're going to be using very small tractors in here. Let's go ahead and close that up. Now, if we go right here, open this up, I believe this is in a completely different area. Yeah, this is in a completely different area, and we can go up this ladder. Well, we could go up that ladder into the top, but hey, there we go. And then we have some extra areas up here. Now, I wonder, can we open this? Yes, we can. How's about that? That's pretty cool. So you can shove bales out or pallets or whatever. We can open all these. Now, they are way, way up in the air, so keep that in mind as well. It might be a little bit too high for you, but we've got full drive-throughs. So you got a full drive-through here. You've got a full drive-through right here as well. Beautiful animations on the doors. It's just a good-looking little building right here. I say little, this is a pretty large building at that. The only problem that I have had, you guys can tell me what's going on with y'all, but these 2 doors right here, I have not been able to walk through. And that, there's that. Watch that, I'll walk straight through this one. Yep. I was not able to get through these doors when I was doing my pre-look, but hey, we're able to get through now, so no issues. There you go, barn. Next up, we have the half-timbered barn. This is price of $25,000, daily upkeep, $20 per day. Of course, it's going to be found in placeables and in sheds or buildings. And there's 2 different versions of this. There's a darker brick, and then there's this, the white. Now, if we go in here, we'll open this up. You do have a covered area in the front with the door up there. And then we've got this. Now, we do have the drive-through doors here, so if you want to be able to do a little bit of a drive-through, you can do that. Boom, click it, click it. We do have lights right here. Click that. Lights come on. I have not been able to figure out how in the world to get up here yet. Of course, we can come up here and look around, but I'm using a little bit of PC trickery to be able to get up here. I don't know how you'd be able to get up there, maybe with a telehandler, front loader, something like that. Hey, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. But nonetheless, it's a very nice mod. Good looking back, good looking front, good looking sides. It's just everything that you want in a shed. Next up, again, we have barn. A barn where you can keep machines or harvest. Price $15,000. Seasons ready. And this is going to be found in your placeables. There's all this placeables in sheds. Everything we're talking about right now is going to be found there. You may be looking at this going, DJ, where's the doors? And why are there sticks leaning up against stuff? Well, because there's no door handles. We're going to come right here, and it moves the stick out of the way. What cool is that? Again, right here, same thing. Just kind of moves the stick out of the way. Now this one right here, I'm not sure about. Yep. And we can open this door as well. We fit through it? Not really. Let's see if we can get a run and start. Just not working right now. See if we can reset our character. Crawl through, nada. So I'm not fitting through that door. We'll go ahead and close that back up. And of course, if we go around to the back side of the building, we've got 2 more doors here, and they open up exactly the same. Sticks move out of the way, and the door's shut. Very cool. We do have 2 lights. One light is located right here. We click that, this light comes on. And if we go over here, click that, this light comes on. And you don't have to worry because they are well away from the triggers that open the doors. I was a little bit worried about that to start with, but there are no issues with that. So you guys will be perfectly fine. No problems there. Yeah, very nice. I'm digging this. I love kind of like straw hanging down, everything like that. Of course, if we jump around to the top, again, we've got places to put stuff up top, but you're not going to be able to do that by hand. You're definitely going to need some extra machinery, but it seems like it'd be very easily accessible. So that's kind of cool. Also, you can take like a auto-loading bell trailer, come in here, and then raise the bells up and kind of move them over and set them right here. That could work. That's actually a really good way to do that. There you go. Hey, thinking about cool stuff with a barn. Next up, we have the placeable storage building. This price is going to be $25,000, size 27 meters by 23 meters. Very large. Of course, storage building for material or fodder, whatever's good. The back of it's completely flat. Well, mostly completely flat, so you can put this up against something, be totally fine. The lights do come on at night. You don't have to worry about cutting the lights on here, so let's go ahead and take this and fast forward to nighttime. You can see the lights come on. There's a bunch of them in there, but they're not crazy intense. However, it does cover the entire area, so you will be just fine under here. That is a really cool feature. I love it when buildings have just auto lights. That way, I don't have to worry about anything. They just come on automatically. There are quite a few of these, so I want to show them to you. Of course, we're going to jump into placeables and sheds. And here we are, name brand 5090R Industry. So if you're looking for this, you could go find it that way as well. Oh, right here, placeable shed, placeable shed, placeable shed. We have 5 models total. We've got one model that's just like that. And then we have a second model that's got some sides on it, but only on one end. So that's kind of neat. Also, all of these, or at least most all of these, have a different kind of paint scheme to them. So that's kind of neat. I like the fact, but they're all just a little bit different in their own way. I love that. I think that is so cool, so neat that the modder's gone through and paid that much attention and said, you know what? People may like the style, but they may not like the fact that it doesn't have sides. Well, you know what? They've added versions with sides. That's cool. And your last shed mods today, these are the wooden sheds. We've got 3 different versions. We have basically what you would equate to be a small, medium, and large, or 15 meter, 18 meter, and 34 meter. Very cool. Oh, I like that. That's awesome. They're all virtually the exact same on the inside. We've got 2 doors. We can open both of them. There we go. Forgot you have to kind of get out of the trigger and reset the trigger. Just like if you're filling up seeds of fertilizer from the same buy point, you're going to have to move out of that trigger. Nonetheless, very cool. Drive straight through. You've also got areas on the sides. Now, this version has a very short end on one end and then a longer end on the other. However, if we go down here, this has the long end on both sides. So if I come in, we look on the inside, we've got long ends on both sides. This is going to be great for pallets or bell storage, something like that. Something you could drive through, maybe pick it up or pop it down, something like that, and then drive on through. Now this one, this is the large version. This is a little bit different because you come in, you say, okay, short end down here, long end down here. Where's the rest of the building? Because if we come right here, again, long end there, short end there. There's a long end. Yep, that's the long end down there. So what it's done is it's taken both of these sheds together and plopped them here. Prices are going to be $15,000 for the little guy, $18,000 for the medium one, and $20,000 for the big one. So if you've got the space, I highly recommend just go for the big one because the price to performance is very high for this one right here. Your next to last mod today for all platforms, this is Seasons Geo Kansas A-Dub coming through again with another mod. Speaking of, shout out to A-Dub, he has fixed our combine that harvests grass. You'll be seeing some of that this weekend, don't you worry. Do you want to experience farming in the productive soils of the state, known over the past few years to be increasing on its cotton production? Well, enjoy cotton production in this cotton state. Latest version of Seasons mod is required, so you will need that, but nonetheless, looks very, very good. Cotton is good. You can plant, harvest. You got plenty of time to do stuff. However, I do see wheat and I see canola only having one section to be able to plant, at least in the spring. And I also see potatoes and sugar beets only having 2 sections to be able to be planted in the spring. Now, of course, you can plant those in the winter. You can plant those in the fall or late spring. That's going to be fine. But when you see stuff like that, I highly recommend that you run 6-day seasons. And your last new mod for all platforms today, the Hills of Slovenia, the White Bull modding map, is finally out. This is a map based on how Slovenia looks. It has small fields which are not rectangle and has lots of hills. It has a main road which goes through the town. In the town, there are some people and some shops as well. There's also a lot of smaller roads which lead to the hard accessible grasslands and fields. The farm is not completely at the same spot as it was in 17. Also has a small and not a lot of space. So houses are made in one material. I don't think this was English, but we've tried nonetheless. It is also seasons ready, so those of you that want to play on seasons, you can play on seasons as well. Let's take a look at the main map. So this is your main farmyard right here. We get a little bit of stuff around it, some smaller stuff. You can see that a lot of the fields are kind of combined together, 7 and 6, 8 and 9, 13 and 18. Is that it? Yeah, 32, 33. You also get 26, 27, 25, 24, 23, stuff like that. So you do have some areas where things are together. You also have some other areas where they're completely separate. Land is fairly cheap, I would say, 130, 148. Some of the smaller areas, 35, 4,000 for a placeable area, 87,000 for an open area. So you get some good little areas going on. As far as being ready to go, all of your fields have either been planted or are ready to harvest. And those are going to be wheat, looks like corn and barley. So you're going to be ready to go right off the bat as soon as you start. As far as starting equipment goes, get some very small stuff. Fan favorite 511, so you get the smaller engine. You also get the Fiat 1300 DT. You do get a wheel or a skid steer. Very cool. Smaller pickup truck, smaller, small everything. So do keep that in mind. Plus, the one thing you're probably saying, DJ, where's the combine? Well, you're going to have to buy that. We could go through everything. Boom. Hold up. Wait a minute. There's a combine right there. Is that leased? It's leased. So you're going to have to really, we're a little bit high up in the air right now. If you've got your combine, that's going to be tough because you're going to have to pay for that. So what I would do is I would say get rid of that immediately or use it. Do what you got to do. You guys know how to do it. Moving into our mod updates for all platforms. First up is the Massey Ferguson 8700S. Update 1.1 fixed various bugs. New decal, new configuration, the 8730, and new tire configurations. We've got an update to Seasons Geo Slovakia. Changelog 1.2 fixed mown grass growth after winter, and mowed grass will now correctly grow up in spring as it should. We have what I can only imagine is a re-release of the update from yesterday for the Ursus 1204 1614 pack. Changelog 2, again, new configurations. I don't know what's going on here, but this was a re-release and an update. I got it on PC and console, so let me know what you guys think. And your last update for all platforms today, this is the Ursus 1212 Changelog 1.0.1. Fixed decals, fixed mirrors, and the roof and door animations have been added. We've got a brand new map for console players only today. This is Osina, not to be confused with Osina Map, which is the PC version. So there is an update that came along with this. Of course, it's a brand new mod for console players. Terrain angle has been removed for consoles. Fix the height of cut grass. Ground normal texture has now been fixed, and unnecessary textures have been removed. let's check this map out. I can't fly on console, so we're just gonna have to take a look at the map here. So this is Osina with 2 farms, biogas plant, 56 fields, including 4 meadows, 8 sell points, sawmill, shop of agricultural machinery, diversified terrain from real life, a big forest, missions on the fields, new textures of crop soils, etc., animated gates, land purchased, and a whole lot more. If you guys are starting off in brand new farmer, you're going to be getting your main farm. You're also going to be getting fields 23 as well as 20, 21, 22, 4, and 13. They are all right there, and it looks like we are either planted or ready to go. So you've got a lot of work right off the bat. As soon as you jump in, as far as starting machinery goes, you get 2 fan favorite 515s, you get the New Holland TX, starting to look a whole lot like everything that you get normally when you're playing on Felsbrunn. You also get a combi plow, which is great. You get a nice little subsoiler, as well as a planter, something for your animals. We get our cow pastures and everything like that. Cow pasture is going to hold 75 cows. Pig enclosure is going to hold 90 pigs. You also get a grain silo, which holds 125,000 liters. And we get a bunker silo and a farmhouse. Very, very neat. Also, with slots, I know a lot of you guys like to know about slots. So you start off in New Farmer with 497 slots. There is Osina. Making our way into brand new mods for PC and Mac only, we have the Carre Xenos pack. Price is going to be 47,200. Max working speed 18 kilometers. Required power 170 horsepower. Both of these models have 5 meters, plus you get roller configurations. Let's check these out in the store. Where are you going to find these? Well, of course, these are going to be found in tools. They're going to be found in disc harrows. And here they are, basically identical specs on both of these. And as a matter of fact, we get the same customization as well. Design without comb or with comb at the very back. And then roll bar, you can change that up to a roll U, which get a little spiral effect to it. You also get the roll flex, and then back to the roll bar again. Exactly the same over here, without comb, with comb, so it adds a whole nother layer in the back. And then design, roll bar, roll U, and roll flex. Both of these are great. I think it's an awesome kind of idea that you would do a trailed 3-point version and a 3-point version that you just lift and take with you. I think that's really, really cool. Next, we've got a mod that I don't really understand its use. This is the Pichon Mixer. Mixer from the band Pichon in France. You can use it to mix your liquid manure. But you don't need to do that. That's not a part of the farming simulator. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. But you don't need it. Well, we can raise it. We can lower it. We can turn it. We can turn it on. And it spins. And then you can basically use it like you're digging down. So if you've got a pit like, oh God, any of your Oxygen David maps, something like that, where you've got an open slurry tank where you can open the gate up. Yeah, that's the only way I could see this being used, and I don't actually understand how this would help. Do I think it's cool? Yes. Yeah, I don't understand it though. If you need to know anything about it, of course, miscellaneous. It's going to be found in tools, and it's going to be somewhere down in here. I believe it's about near the end. So if you've got a bunch of stuff installed, you might be going for a while. There it is right there. No customization on here. 80 horsepower is required. It's not very heavy, so you can use a smaller tractor if you need to. $3,200. Again, I get it. We don't need it. If you thought this next one was going to be a 3-meter cultivator, you would be dead wrong. This 2.5 meter right here, breaking some world records right here. Danny O Mods, you know what's going on. This is the Bomet U4732. Where are you going to find this? Of course, it is in, you guessed it, cultivators. And right here it is on the far left-hand side. 35 horsepower required. Again, 2.5 meters. Breaking records, man. Design color. We've got black and gray. That's going to change your wheels on the sides. And, of course, main color, you've got new green, old blue, old gray, old red, new red, and old green. Very good little choices there. I'm digging it. I like it. Boom. It's not the hero that we knew we needed, but we needed this hero. I spoke too soon. We've got another 3-meter cultivator. This is the Kerner Corona 300. If you're going to make a 3-meter cultivator, better make it like this because they've done it the right way. This is a hybrid cultivator, combines 2 different types of soil cultivation. None of that matters. It's a cultivator. It does one thing in the game. If you're on PC, it could also create fields. Otherwise, we get some attachments for the back. Instead of it having attachments on there already and being able to change them up, well, you don't get to do that. You got to pick which one you want, or you don't have to have either one of them. It's totally fine. Whatever you want to do. Of course, tools, cultivators, and here they are. So, of course, we have the combine. It's a combine. I do not feel good today. Periphery equipment not mounted, and then you can do the hydro safety kit, which gives you some really nice stuff. Having stuff like this is a must, big must. And then wheel setups, no wheels mounted, and then you can do front, and then you can do front inverse, so you can flip them around. Either one, so you get some really neat configurations. Plus, it looks good. That's a big thing too. It looks good. And then, of course, you have your attachments here. You got a roller, got another roller, and another roller. So these do not work where they work with this backup. Attach it like you would anything else. They just don't come standard on it. A little weird, but this is different. If you're going to do a 3-meter cultivator, you got to be different. Moving into your updates for PC and Mac only. First up is the additional field info changelog 1.0.11. Manage farmlands with several fields by showing them one by one each after refresh. And your last mod update today, the Animal Screen Extended version 1.1. Script omission, so anything that was not pertinent to the mod itself has been removed. Plus, holding down the move button on screen with the left mouse button is now an accepted input method. Awesome. Well, guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like, get subscribed to the channel, and join the GoHamFam, and turn those notification bells on so that you never, ever, ever miss a video here on the channel. I apologize for no video this morning. Your boy's sick. He doesn't feel very good, so I'm trying to get through it. We're doing the best we can. But with all that being said, I hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.